Good morning. Good morning. Who do we got to wake out here this morning? Wait for the notifications to hit you guys before it comes in. Start getting people used to getting up and getting online here at 7 a.m. on Friday. See what's happened throughout the week. See what you guys got planned for your weekend. Got my coffee here to get me ramped up way too early. But I am here and I am live again, just like last week. See what you guys have been up to. Give it a little time here and see who pops on first as we get going here. Hopefully we'll have somebody come in, or I may be in here by myself. But either way, I'm here. So I tell you, the heat has been crazy in Nashville, just crazy. It seems like it gets hotter and hotter every year. It used to not be like that. Or when it rains, the storms that we have here just keep getting worse and worse. So something else, trying to keep up with the weather and all the other stuff else that's going on. Give it some time here and see who pops on here. Got to be some groaners up this morning. And probably like last week, we'll probably get some of the UK people that are already awake up, get them on here, but we'll give it some time here and see what happens. Know there's a few of you online here. I see a couple of people back there in the back that are not in the chat. August 25th. Hope we have some good weather out here this weekend. It's been so hot. It's funny. It's either we get rain or we get hot. And over in Thailand, all it's done is it seems like it rains every day. Not so good for restaurant business. Needs to cool down a little bit. Stop raining and be dry over there. So hopefully by the time I get back, everything will be gone. All the rain at least will be gone. Be able to move from that point. Oh man, got a couple. I got a couple new little gadgets in over the last couple of weeks, and I think about parents trying to teach their kids how to fly the drones. It's kind of risky to hand your Mini or your Air 2S to a young kid and watch them. You really got to stay with them. Make a mistake and they crash. It's a learning process. But when I was in Thailand before, I had a friend that's got some kids and went over and flew the DJI FPV, and man, one of the kids, the little girls, was just like going crazy to get that controller in her hand. Just give it. I want to fly. And I mean, that's a drone that you just don't hand somebody and they hit a throttle on it and it crashes. Just totally hyper to get that controller. And I started thinking about that. So I had a company that said, hey, we want you to check out this drone and all. And I was all excited thinking, oh man, it's going to be like a expensive GPS drone or something. And it's a toy. So they shipped it to me. I got it in the box. And it's actually small. It's really small. I don't know if you can see it with the way my green screen is set up here. Kind of blurring stuff out. There it is. But he sent me this little drone in this little box, and I let it sit for, I don't know, about a week. And I kind of stared at it, and I thought, hey, let's he spent the money to send it over. Let's open it and just take a look at it. So I opened up and took a look at it, and the plastic that it's made of, like the frames, kind of like those drag cars. You know, the drag cars have got all that motor and power, and then they just got that little thin fiberglass shell that closes up over the top of them. You know, a lot of times the wind catches it and flies off. Well, that's pretty much what this has, the top of the frame that goes over the top of it. And it's just like really, really lightweight. So I decided, hey, let's charge up the battery and give it a check. It comes with like, it's got three batteries. It comes with it like FPV drone batteries, small batteries that go inside. It comes with two chargers. So it came with one in the unit in the drone, two extra batteries, and then it comes with two USB chargers that just plug into either your computer to charge them or into a phone jack or something that actually charges them in, and it charges the battery. So I charge the battery up and put it in there, and then it's got a little remote that comes with it that you pair it with it, and it's got like three AAA batteries, and you put the controller with it. So I didn't charge it up very much. It was a weak charge, maybe 5 minutes, just enough to kind of see if it would take off. So took it out here in the parking lot, and there was no wind at the time, and took off. It went out 100 foot or so. And I was like, hey, this thing's pretty good. And as I started checking it out, it's like, when they first started coming out with these toy drones, you guys know that you get one and you move it left, it goes right, vice versa. It floats, it doesn't do anything. This thing was pretty responsive. And I was like, man, this is like teaching a kid to steer when you're teaching them to drive. So I flew it around on the parking lot a little bit. And then, of course, the battery started getting weak and it started, coming down. But I had this thing up like 30, 40, 50 foot up. And I mean, hell, I'd barely see it. It's so small, and there's no camera on it. It's just a regular drone. And so I brought it down and then took off again. And it kind of started floating away on me because the wind started blowing just a little bit, and it started creeping its way towards the main road. And I was like, I got to stop it. So I pulled it down into the parking lot and landed on the parking lot and went up and picked it up. And the material, like I said, is so flexible. It's like a plastic more than it's not really a fireplace. It's plastic, but it's so flexible that if you crash it or it hits something, it just bounces right off. So, and then the more I got to kind of playing with it, it's got little buttons in it that you hit and it'll do flips and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool little toy. So I'm going to do a little video of me flying it over this weekend and kind of post it. This would be a cool little gift for like if you got kids or grandkids, somebody young. I'd say from, I'm going to guess 6 to 12 years old, right in that range. Would probably be the perfect age. I mean, honestly, I'll probably just keep it because it's fun. So, if you just want to get something, I flew it around the office, flew it around the house a little bit just to kind of see how it would do. And it's pretty responsive. I haven't learned everything on it yet, but for what it is, inexpensive. They sell on Amazon. So I'll do a little video on there and put it out there, and then they'll probably send me a little promo code or something and save a couple bucks where you can buy one. But I was pretty impressed. I think it comes in 4 or 5 different colors. And then they've got another drone, which is more like a Mini 2 type drone that costs, it's like probably $250, right in that range. So they're going to get some more of those and send one. And I told them, I was like, it's hard for someone to spend that much money because they can get a Mini for in that price range, get one of the first Minis for their price range. So it would have to, it'd have to do a little bit better, have something equivalent to what some of the DJI Minis have in order for people to spend that price on it, because it just doesn't make any sense to buy something at that price for that. So, but anyway, I got that, and I got a couple other things. We'll wait to get some people on here, and might have a little giveaway or give a promo coupon for some other stuff that I actually have. So, you got some other people. I see some other people in the background. Just nobody's come into the chat yet. So we'll wait and see who comes in for freebies. Let me say that word, freebie. Seems to always be the word people are. So now we got 3 people. Yeah, 3 people back there that are checking it out. So anyway, yeah, but it was it's a cool little toy, and it is a toy. And when you talk to those people when they're making the product, you don't want to offend them, and say, oh, it's a toy, it's a toy. But when I did, the guy's like, exactly, it's a toy. So it kind of fills that little market for the younger kids. And it's pretty neat to see how it actually does fly. But for what it is, it's worth it. It didn't break the first flight. My brother-in-law he worked for Radio Shack for a long time, so he knew all about when Radio Shack started off selling their little bitty battery drones. And they go up and held him there and never come down or go the wrong way, remote's bad. And but today, the companies that make these little toys and the little RC trucks and stuff like that, the RC planes, they're inexpensive and they run good for what they are. Keep in mind there's no camera or anything on them. Not that you'd want to try to film with something like this because it's so unsteady. It's like a Aladdin's rug floating around. But this one is actually pretty responsive. So we'll see here. I'm halfway done with my coffee. Somebody wake up. These times that I'm coming on right now are just kind of like test times. And we'll see how it does on Fridays. If it doesn't work through Fridays, we may try Saturday or Sunday. We're going to hit that niche in there somewhere. When I know people are up, and I know a lot of you guys are getting up and going to work, but a lot of times on Saturday and Sundays, you guys are up about the same time though, and you're traveling to work and you pop on some of the other shows that I pop on. So if I need to, I'll jump in on that same time slot as some of these other people when I know people are awake and just kind of share the viewers between this channel and the other channels that are on at the same time. So more than likely, now that things are settling down a little bit, either do World Drone Community every other week and alternate with Duranify, or we'll pick another time through the week at night. And if we do that, I'll do it every week. So got a lot of new stuff to talk about, a lot of products in, a lot of merch that we got in. And I know you guys like merch. It's always fun to receive. But this is the first time we've really done anything. I think me or Hal both have done anything in the mornings coming in this early. So it's going to be hard to get people to come in to the show at this time for that. So we'll wait a couple of minutes more here and see if we can get somebody in. And if it is, they'll start showing some of the tools and stuff that are in here. Because I always get you guys watching the replays afterwards, but I'd like to get some of you guys in early and see what we can do. But like I said, if we can't get you in on Fridays, we're going to move over to Saturday or Sunday at the same time, and we're going to do it during that time slot also, in exchange for where we're at now. This is one of the other things here, on this channel. This is only the second live I've done, and like I said, I started trying to do these in the morning on the live, but on the channel before, I don't know, it's probably 2 years ago. I had a camera repair that we did that was I believe it was on the air too. And man, I have gotten so much traffic over the last 2 years on that. And I sold, I had a couple links on there for a toolkit, I think a flashlight, a magnifying glass, a rubber mat. And it's the stuff that I use when I took the camera out of the drone to do a camera replacement. And I mean, until today, I still get people that will send me messages, and I look back, and I need to do better responding on some of those older videos, because for some reason the notifications don't come through YouTube sometime for me to do that. But I looked the other day, man, I got all kinds of people on there that had asked questions that I had not responded to because I didn't realize that they were actually asking the questions for it. But anyway, I had a toolkit that I had used, And I liked it because it had all the stuff I needed in it, and it was a little bit thinner. And I found another company that makes a real similar kit, except for it comes with a lot of extras for the price of what the old kit I had doing. And I may even go in and do an edit on that. But this kit right here, this kit is 139 pieces is what it is. And it's got everything you need into it, to work on a drone, take it apart, put it together. It's got everything. Some of the drones may need some different sizes. This should have most of the sizes in it. And this company is actually working on a new kit just for drones, specifically DJI drones and Autel drones that have like longer screwdrivers with a better reach, not so big around, so you can get down in some of those holes to get to the gimbals and some of the other stuff that kind of get in the way when you're trying to take them. But let me kind of show you what this is here. So when you open it up here, it comes with 2 bags and the other we didn't. I got this little bag here, which I'll open this one up in just a minute. And then it comes in this. And, y'all seen a lot of companies that have these. And, I'm sure that you say, oh, it's just like the one I have. They're a lot different because this one is different from the other one that I had. And it does have a lot of the same sizes and stuff I have in it. But it's got a couple things in here that I really like that I want to show you. So when you open it up, of course, you got your screwdrivers and everything over here that your bits fill into. And with that, it's got they added a little ruler in here, a little metal ruler, which actually is handy for me sometimes. And then it opens up here to the other parts. And what I like about this is a lot of times when you're trying to pry something loose and you need one of these little flatheads, this one flathead is like, it almost looks bent the way it's made. And it's perfect for prying stuff up. Just perfect for prying the stuff up when you're trying to get in stuff like a case or a frame around the drone. But it's got like everything in it, that you would need to actually do the work. Some of the drones are going to have some holes that you're going to have to get these screwdrivers in, and they're not going to be long enough. That's going to be the only thing. So they're putting together some stuff now with the right sizes that they need, and make a kit specifically for working on drones, specifically GPS drones. And in the kit, most of them will have the extra bits and sizes that you need to work on some of your FPV drones too. And then, so if it's a DJI, whether it's a GPS or just a GPS drone, they'll have one kit that's made just for drone repair. That way, if you need to do something, maybe you want to go in and put something on the FPV drone, like a crash plate on the front or something like that, that 1.5 millimeter that it comes with. Or if you want to change your remote on your FPV drone from manual mode to acro mode, where you got to change it in the controller, they'll all be in there for you to do that. So when they send me the information, I'll post a link for that. But it's a nice little kit the way they have it set up. So this is the first part of the kit, and this is what I got with the old kit that I promoted, and I've sold a lot over the last 2 years. I still sell them, and it's funny because I didn't even think people watched those old videos that I had, but they still go through them. So you're going to get this in one pack, and then you're going to get the little gray pack. And in the little gray pack, of course, we've used these for years for computers, which is it's a wrist strap. So the wrist strap goes here, and then you take it and clamp it onto something. It's for magnetic purposes, so you have that. And then it comes with some magnifiers that are in here. It comes with the pry, which I like this. It's real flexible. It's good for getting into the cases when you need to pop something open. And it's got like a rubber handle on it here. So it's real flexible, almost like a TPU. So it's not going to slide on you. But it's pretty cool. So we got that. And then if you need to do some serious prying to get something loose, it's almost like going to the dentist. So you'll get that with it. Let's see what else we got in here. You get a little knife, which is always good if you need to cut some tape or gasket material, something like that. It's got a little knife in there. And of course, it's got a couple little pry. These seem to be like a real hard PLA. These could even be fiberglass because they seem to be really flexible for going in and getting in those areas. They have little notches and stuff in them. And it's got some tweezers. Now you get a set in here, and these are actually at an angle. So they're like say they're a 40 degree, something like that, 45 degree, the way the angle is on them. But in the big kit, you'll get some that are perfectly straight, that are larger, and they're real pointy. So those are set up for that. And then let me grab this. Okay. Also comes with this. This is a magnetizer and a demagnetizer. So there's a hole in the middle of it, and you just take your screwdriver and you stick it in there and leave it in there, and it'll magnetize it. And if you want to demagnetize it, you can flip it over and put it on the other side, and it'll demagnetize it. And actually, it's the top, sorry, and it'll demagnetize it. So it comes with that in the little kit also, which I thought was pretty cool because, a lot of times you get little tool kits and stuff you want to use, and, you never can pick up a screw with it. It's constantly just kind of there. And it comes with a lot of these different little things to look through as you're working on small stuff. And of course, like everything else, it comes with a little micro cloth to clean stuff. But it's a pretty neat little kit, and they've got them on Amazon. They sent me a promo code, but I'm going to wait and see, and because I'll do another live stream, and I know that people are going to be on because I got a couple of you guys in the background that are watching. That I can see, but you're not coming on here. So you're probably just trying to check out and see who's coming to the channel or not. It's kind of funny because you're used to seeing a lot of people in the channels that we have, and you're not seeing them now. But don't worry, if you're still watching, you're still a fan. Somebody's got to be back there to report to the other people, hey, he had a viewer or he didn't have any. So, they dropped off. So anyway, that's what'll actually come in the kit, and as we have that, so we'll see what happens there, and I'll put a link in there the next time and have you guys have something here to go look at over on Amazon and kind of see if you like it. So other than that, let me look here real quick and let me make sure that I've got this on, because I know one or two people that are going to be here that are not here. And yeah, I don't see. I think everybody's kind of asleep at the wheel this morning. Well, anyway, I've been on here for 25, almost 30 minutes. Don't have anybody that's come on here at all yet. Everybody, you gotta wake up here. I'm definitely going to do another live stream. I'll tell you one thing, I'm going to hit it on Saturday, or I'm going to hit it on Sunday. One or the other. But I do know it'll be about 7 o'clock, and I will be doing it. So we'll see what we got going on here. I may even put something out on Facebook or in the group and just ask I'm doing mornings. What time is going to work best for you guys in order to do this? Because I know Sunday would be a good day. There's a lot of other people that have them, but there are a couple other channels out there also that are bundled up 2 days on top of each other. 2 shows on top. So I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do, is jump in that same time slot. So make it where the people are out there. Because the nighttime's pretty easy, everybody's home, but in the morning time, like I said, I know a lot of you guys getting up and getting ready, but it seems like on Saturdays and Sunday, that's where all the people are, and actually want that niche there for that, especially during the time. But we'll kind of wait and see what happens. So anyway, but look, well, I'm gonna get out of here because it's been 30. Yeah, it's been 30 minutes into the show just to see who would pop on this morning. I know with everything else going on and warm outside, hot, everybody's busy, either staying up late or getting up and getting out in the yard and doing yard work and all that. I know you guys can get busy. So we'll wait and see who responds and see how many reviews we get on here, and then we're going to pick another morning in order to have the actual show for that. So I'm going to get out of here, guys, and I will see y'all. I'll see y'all this weekend. We'll set up a time for Saturday or Sunday, most likely, and we'll do a replay of this one and throw some extra stuff in there with it. So we'll see you guys this weekend.